Hi, I'm Kevin Proto here with Locals Supporting Locals for a segment of the Heartbeat of the Okanagan. We're actually doing an interview here today in regards to a rally that's taking place on Monday, July 20th here in regards to some new development on Skaha Beach. They want to develop a waterslide park, which has created a lot of controversy here. So this is actually our first interview in our new office. It's actually been donated to Locals Supporting Locals to show support for what we do. And again, all we want to do is report out to the community, the positives, the negatives, awareness. We want to promote businesses, local ethical farmers, everything good, but also bad, that may be going down in our Okanagan here. Our website's being revamped and will be launched very, very, very shortly. So you'll be able to visit us at localsupportinglocals.ca and .com for more news, events, festivals, and everything going on. But again, today we're here with Clifford Martin. Yeah, and he is the head organizer of this rally to help stop the proposed waterslide park by the city and by the trio group here. So thank you, Martin, and I appreciate you coming in like this. Okay, so what's bothering you in regards to this waterslide park?
Well, for one, it's Parkland, and it's not commercial land. Somehow the city planners think it's commercial land; they can do whatever they want with. But the public owns the land; it's for the public, and they should have a say on whether they lease it out or whether they sell it off. If a referendum says yes, then that's what it is. But they have the right to decide, not city council just give it away and sneak it away. Actually, the city knew a long time about this project, and they didn't release it until the last minute. And with so much objection in City Hall, they go ahead and pass it anyway. That's what bothers me the most more than the water park is just the state of mind at City Hall. It's not very professional whatsoever. This is a free country. You can't do this. This is just not right.
Well, we're seeing that more and more, and this is happening in a lot of cities across Canada too, where they seem to be wanting to develop in our parks, our green spaces, the agricultural land reserves that they're going after here, and our city of Penticton is doing the same here and not looking after our parks and green space. I mean, we got Munson Mountain, that's in the ALR. They want to develop there. The Sycamoos, they're eliminating some of the green space down there.
I have a hard spot on that one too, because we did option four. Every one of us believed that the Sycamoos area would be left alone and there wouldn't be motorized boats. And 2 years later, lo and behold, they just go and slip it in anyway. And something that's really not right again with the city planners. They come up with these options that never include the leave it as is, or they never give the public really a public option to give them their options. And that's dictating. That's not correct.
Okay, so when was from your knowledge here? When was this actually proposed? This deal proposed? Did you say?
Somebody's got all the paperwork on it. I'm kind of new on this because I wasn't around for all this. I was out of the city, and I think like at least a year. I'm thinking. Don't hold me to that, but from what people are saying. But one of the ladies, she has all the information on that. I'll try to update you on that exactly when it was.
Well, yeah. Well, you'll probably be mentioning that at the rally as well.
Yeah. There's not just me. I got so much support from everybody else. I'm really a small player in all this. I'm just
a concerned citizen.
Yeah, I'm a concerned citizen. I just don't like what the government's doing. It's more what City Hall's doing more than and more so the city planners. Some city planners are great. Don't get me wrong. We got some really good city planners, but the ones that are attacking our parks and thinking they're commercial space, they're the ones they really should be permanently suspended.
Yes,
absolutely.
I agree.
And you should hire somebody who's green space and who, instead of trying to get rid of our parks, should actually try to encourage to obtain more parks. Like all the previous ones, they tried to get more parks and they expanded our parks. And these guys are trying to diminish our parks and put in all these other little trinkets. As far as the water slide goes, I'm all for water. In fact, I'm very excited about a water slide down there. They said at the marina. So when I went down to the marina, I thought, well, where are they going to put a water slide? And then I looked online and when I realized they're taking up park space, and I said, okay, this is just not right. We got to have a rally against this. I think I've heard that the Penticton Indian Band might welcome a water slide along the Channel Parkway. You'd have to talk to Jonathan Kruger about that, but there's the perfect high visibility place for a water slide, and you get huge, lot more. You got to drive by it. Mommy, look at the water slide. Let's go in here.
Yeah.
I mean, you get a lot more business there, but far more profitable there than it would be in a park, one of our best parks in Penticton.
Well, that's it. I mean, it would be an eyesore for like 9 months out of the year.
Yeah.
I mean, aside from, taking up that green space there, but yeah, that's actually a great idea, but, and from what I've heard.
They should contact Jonathan Kruger, and I'm not one to say on that, but from what I heard is, I'm sure he would welcome that, and it'd be great for the band, it'd be great for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's part of like the city council keeps talking about, getting that friendship going with the band.
Yeah, Jonathan Kruger's a great guy, he's a perfect guy for that. Yeah, I got an 8-year-old daughter, and she'd be all over a water slide, and I was excited to hear about a water slide. I didn't hear about it until just the last minute, but with research, that's water slide, yes. On our parks, no, absolutely not. And another thing is with Trio Marine, they had a picture in the paper today of where they're going to put our water park. I mean, a before and after, and the before picture doesn't show the park whatsoever. It just shows the marina, and then it shows the Parkland. To me, that's very deceitful to the public.
Yeah, actually, I'm just going to see if I can turn this around here and show the folks here what we're talking about here.
What they're showing is not the issue whatsoever. I'm all for the marina restaurant.
So at the top here, it shows the marina itself.
And the Parkland, there's no park. That's not Skaha
And the
Park.
park, what it's going to look like. So they're trying to say it's a before and after, but this is actually the marina that's currently
Yeah,
there.
that's the parking lot.
Yeah, and they're not showing you where the park will actually be.
Show
So
the park with the water park, kids playing, people having picnics in the park. And that would be an honest version of it.
yeah, and that's the thing. That's my feedback too. I like the one thing with myself. I know a lot of people in town. I know a lot of business owners. I can't say I've talked to them all, but the general feedback is everybody's in support of getting a water slide park.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
But not on our parks.
Just not in that location. And one of the things that I know that has been brought up by a number of people is like the water slide park will not be able to sustain itself just being a water slide park. Hence, they need the restaurant, they need the marina, they need all these things around it. What are your thoughts on that?
I'm all for the marina and any upgrades there. The restaurant, I thought that's fine and dandy. But if you know how to run a marina, I've been in a marina just since I was 12 years old. I worked in marinas, I'm a licensed marine mechanic, and they could make it go if it's run properly. It's just
No, but they're saying like the marina will do fine, but if they build a water slide park, let's say I don't know, up let's say where Kruger is there, on that land, or somewhere else in Penticton, if it was just a water slide park, they're saying it will not be able to sustain itself because it's only open like 2 to 3 months out of the year. So it's not fair to the developers. So they need that location to have a restaurant, to have all these other amenities around it, so we can fund it.
Not fair to the developers, but also not fair to the public. How is it fair to the public to give up our park space that took so many people so many years to get? That was an old marshland. They filled it all in. How is that fair to them? I mean, the seniors are affected the most. They've seen all the changes, what's gone on there, and you've got memorial trees. I remember one. She was 102 or whatever it was. I hope I outlive this tree. But not with the current city council or planners. I actually blame the planners more than the city and the council, but they should know better, especially senior council members. Come on, guys, what are you doing?
Yeah, well, and that's it, so there's not been enough consultation with the community, and when they did have the council meeting, there was about 28 people that spoke up.
Almost everybody against it. I wasn't here at the time, so I wish I would have attended. But yeah, it's just not right.
Yeah, and just so people know too that we have it on Facebook. And if anybody had any questions here, that's not a question here. So
I got one more point I'd like to make is the mayor has said the cost of a referendum $30,000.
Yes.
How much is Skaha Park worth? How much is Skaha Park worth to the children, to the seniors? Is it worth more than $30,000? I would like to think so. And how much did it cost to buy another so-called park? And where's all this real estate park they're going to get? There's very limited land space. You're going to pay 4 tiny little parks here and there. We've already got a nice park. We don't need another little tiny park away off in the middle of nowhere. It's perfect the way it is. Just quit messing with it.
Well, and that's it. And right now, it's pitting people against people in regards to this, and people are, a lot of people are just looking at like, hey, we need to attract more tourists, you know, and all they're thinking is bring in the Waterslide Park, bring in the Waterslide Park, but they're not looking at the, you know.
They're not looking at the big picture, you know. When a park is gone, it's gone forever. Even if they tear it down, they'll throw something else in it. And if Trio Marine, if their water park doesn't work out for 2 years, you think they're not going to apply for a zoning change to put a hotel or something in? If that's not already the thoughts, I got no idea. But
Well, that's it. You're putting it into private hands here, and
like a 29-year lease, you know.
plus 5, plus 5, plus 5. So apparently, it's almost like 40 years.
Yeah, I'm not sure the exact figures.
Yeah, either way, it's a minimum of 29 years that the Trio Group will own that land, right?
The big question is if the water slide flops in 2 or 3 years, what are they going to put in there next? Are they going to put a hotel in? I don't know if they've pre-planned anything. I got no idea what's on the go. I can't really say. But to me, it's just not right. It doesn't look good.
Well, okay, so is this, I know one of the questions, because I put it on Facebook.
They must have a plan B. Everybody has a plan B.
You would think so.
what professional company doesn't have a plan B or C or D? You know, if that doesn't slide, what else is in there? What in their mind to put in that same lease space? Once they got the lease, that's the big thing. Once they got the lease, then it's not going to sway a council, of course. They have to zoning change them, but.
Well, I mean, what they could potentially look at for other locations, because I mean, I don't drive, so I haven't been able to run all around Penticton to find other locations here. But just throwing it out there, if they were to actually look around Penticton and see where maybe there's some local businesses there that are hurting a little bit, put it there and help build up that community over there.
There is options. There absolutely is options.
Yeah, it shouldn't be up to us.
I think the Indian band's location across the bridge there. I mean, you're not going to get higher visibility right there. It's right on the highway.
Yeah, no kidding.
Mommy Waterslide, let's stop here.
You're going down the channel. You're driving down the Parkway.
My kid would be screaming in my ear. I'll stop here now.
Yeah, so I mean, just for the folks listening, the feedback I've heard, and as well as Clifford here, is that we're all for a waterslide park. That's not the problem.
I love that waterslide.
Yeah, and just because it's a waterslide park doesn't mean it belongs beside the water. You know, I mean, what about the chlorine water? Where's that going to go?
Well, they got that floaty down in Okanagan Lake, and my daughter's down there right now. I mean, the kids just have an absolute riot on that thing. Throw one of them down to Skaha if you need more kid entertainment. Then it's seasonal.
Yeah, exactly. And you can pull it in. It doesn't become an eyesore.
It's gone. Yeah.
It's not part. I'm sure it doesn't cost $4.5 million for that.
No, it does not.
Yeah, so we're asking everybody, you know, come down to the rally Monday. It's at 5 o'clock.
Yeah, at 5 o'clock. Yeah, and this would be a peaceful rally. Any troublemakers? I got the police coming down. We're not going to tolerate any troublemakers. This is a peaceful rally for both sides. The other side, they want to hold their protest cards. It's a free country. You're more than welcome to come down. But this will be a peaceful rally, and I emphasize on that. The police will not tolerate anybody trying to stir up fights or anything like that.
Well, and that's it. So keep that in mind.
We're all from Penticton.
Exactly.
We're a big family. We're mature. Let's deal with it maturely, please.
Yeah, so be respectful when you're coming down. If you are for the Waterslide Park being there, that's fine, that's great.
That's okay.
Yeah, you know, but I mean, again, you're free to hold your own rally, you know, saying how you feel about it and everything like that. But again, all that's being proposed is a referendum, and
that's a fair vote. That's all I'm saying. If the referendum says put a water slide in, everybody will. Then I won't say another word. At least it's fair.
You know? Yes, exactly.
That's my biggest point. More than the water slide is to have a fair vote on this.
Well, just to bring up something else here that was brought up there is it being affordable to the local residents here in Penticton. And just pointing something out, since the Creo Group has actually taken over, the mortgage fees went up. They almost doubled, from what I understand.
Yeah,
don't quote me on everything. Yeah. They're a third emptier than normally. There's a waiting list to get into the marina. Yeah. And they're a third empty. Yeah. Apparently, the price for fuel for the boats at the pumps, when it was compared, it was $1.21. And the gas for the boats was actually $1.53 a liter.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah, you know, and so, I mean, is this really going to be affordable to the local residents, especially low income? And God knows, you know, Penticton does have a lot of low income.
And I'm sure this City Hall's done credit check on them and their financial, that they have all this, the money. A lot of people say they still they don't have to raise the money for this, but I can't say without proof. I'm hoping the city's done their homework on this. We don't need another hockey dorm disaster, and I'm sure the city hall don't.
Well, as pointed out by one of the concerned citizens at the council meeting, is for the city to get a bond.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, in regards.
But the thing is, a referendum. This can't be done without a referendum. And I'm not going to allow it. If it goes to legal action, then it goes to legal action at the Supreme Court of BC, and not letting this slide.
Yeah.
Referendum, whatever decision.
Absolutely, absolutely. Stop pitting neighbor against neighbor here.
This is not Russia. Let's do this democratically.
Yeah. So again, this is Monday, July 20th, 5 o'clock in front of City Hall, which is on 100 block of the Main Street here in Penticton. So by all means, come on down, even if you're for or against. Yeah. Again, it's a very peaceful rally. Just respect the fact that it's the people that are not for it that will be presenting. So again, just be respectful, and we look forward to seeing everyone down there, and hopefully our city does do the right thing. This is a very, very big issue, and I think it does warrant going to a referendum. So we look forward to seeing you. Any last words there?
Yeah, 30,000 for a referendum is nothing compared to the value of that park. That park is priceless. There's no amount to be put on that park.
All right, thank you very much.